Do you know your fear of rejections makes your entire MBA process so much more difficult? And I wanted to get this message through to you, and I witnessed this a lot, and a lot of you take one rejection so seriously. And I'm telling you this, I've worked with a wide variety of candidates, and I've seen a Duke reject getting into MIT Sloan. I've seen an applicant with 4 rejections landing into top 10 school with significant scholarships. And there are numerous examples like of that turnaround. I know somebody who was rejected by multiple top 20 programs. He came back next year, went to Stanford. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how to work around your fear and get over it. It is a stupid fear. I'm Jatin Bhandari. I'm a global admissions consultant, and I've helped applicants generate over 100 crores in top MBA scholarships, which is $15 million. Go and hit subscribe button, press the bell icon. I'm going to be throwing a lot of information related to top MBA applications, and I'm not going to stop. I'm working towards bridging a very strong knowledge deficit in MBA consulting. So press the bell icon now so that you are updated in all the things that I'm throwing at you. Now, coming back to your fear of rejections. And I know that a lot of you really have the potential to crack top schools, but the only time it becomes challenging for you is when you get one reject from your school and you have all the other interviews lined up with other schools for deadlines, or the other school deadlines coming up your way ahead, and one rejection from one of school starts playing with your mind and you go into your own shell. You start thinking maybe you're not worthy. Some of you start thinking that had it worked out, had I not done this and that. Listen, this is not like dating. You have not been dumped. A stranger did not agree that you had a great application and decided to not call you for the next stages of your MBA applications. And he sent you an email stating that you should move on. That's it. It does not mean that you will start killing all your other shots with all the other schools, the chances at the other programs. The other schools do not even know and do not even care about what went wrong with your previous schools. Do round 1, make something work. If nothing works, do round 2 and make something happen. Worst case scenario, nothing works. Come back next year, do the applications again next year and crack one of the top programs that you always wanted to go. One of my applicants got rejected from a top 20 program, came back next year, went to Stanford. Now, when you get rejected, a lot of you start to imagine, that was my favorite school, Jatin. Or a lot of you start sounding like, you know what, this is my last year. You know what? A lot of you tend to artificially inflate your problems as well. You do this both in GMAT, and then you started doing this in MBA applications as well. A simple test, a simple GMAT test, and you go in before, on your test day, you go in repeating 100 times saying, this is my last attempt, this is my first and last attempt, and this is my last year of applications. Hey, why is that? Why do you always end up telling yourself that this is your last year? I do not want you to be applying next year, don't get me wrong, and I want you to crack this in your first attempt. But I do not want you to create these artificial imaginary threats of calling it your last year. If an MBA or future aspiration is really like a goal, and if you know that it will make if you know that an MBA will make your life go significantly forward, why do you want to make it binary? Something that sounds like, hey Jatin, I'm committed to very significant growth in my life, and if it does not come this year, I will never try again. First of all, I do not want you to be trying again. But worst case scenario, if nothing works out, why will you be not trying again if you know that MBA is going to seriously elevate your career? I hope I'm not inspiring a lot of lazy applicants into thinking, I'll come next year. No. What I'm trying to do here is, I do not want you to approach a strong, with a very strong fear of rejection, saying that this is my last year with the only dream school I found out about 2 months ago. A lot of applicants will come to me saying that I met somebody from INSEAD, Tuck, Booth last week, and I think that is my dream school. And hey Jatin, this is the only last year I have with my dream school. And remember, it is my last chance. And I ask them, how much do you know about that program? And they say, not much, but I like the conversation I had with them last week, so this is my last attempt. All right. Now, I'm going to give you another approach. What do you think happened to the step-by-step learning about what an MBA program can do for you and applying to more schools within the same cluster? Or maybe forming opinions about a program by researching more deeply and knowing why that school makes sense to you, rather than getting into a short-term, emotionally elevated state of attachment. You know what I mean? This brings too many mood swings. If one program can add value to your life, there is a greater possibility that there are other programs in that cluster. They have different websites, they have different color combinations. But if you start to look deeper, you will find that the level of connection or understanding you had with your so-called favorite program, well, some of the other offer the exact same thing as well. So stop making this more difficult than it already is. It makes your entire journey so much tougher. At every point you're cautious, you're nervous while getting in an interview, you're nervous, even a lot of you are nervous while you're submitting the application, and it really kills your entire journey. The objective of doing this is to assess where you want to be in your life, your industry, function, geography, companies, and then start to look for the possibilities. It is a big world with a lot of opportunities, big enough to accommodate multiple programs that can give you the same future and not just a single one. Don't be afraid, just stay committed to your learning. With this, I'm Jatin Bhandari signing off, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.